Hey, what is up guys, Guitar Rock here, welcome back to another Blue Archive video. So let's talk about the 100 free pulls going on right now. But first things first, I think all of you guys are aware that we have plenty of events going on, web events. Right now there's this My Office event that you can basically log in and do the task. You have to link it to your account via the Nexon account and you are going to get 200 pyroxenes right here. But if you click on the upper right side of this particular one right here, the tea time on the beach web event, then you also have access to one more that gives you 200 pyroxenes every single day. Now make sure you guys do all of this web event. I'll link all of them in the description below, so hopefully you guys are aware of that. But right now, as far as I know, I heard that this particular My Office has a little bit of issue, especially if you're trying to log in with mobile, right? So keep that in mind. Hopefully Nexon is aware of that and they try to fix that as soon as they can. With that, let's talk about what's happening in Blue Archive currently this week. So I want to talk a little bit more about the 100 free pulls so that you guys are aware of how this thing works. And also next week when the fest comes, make sure you guys are aware that's going to be when the 100 free pulls goes away. Now the 100 free pulls, this is something that I get asked a lot time and time again. I get it, there's plenty of new players coming into the game, they're not aware of how these things work, which is fair, right? The entire 100 free pulls is tied to your banner, alright? It's not going to be something that you can carry over to other banners. So it's not going to be given you in the form of tickets or in the form of pyroxenes, right? So you're pretty much stuck in using your 100 free pulls either in this banner, which is Swimsuit Seiya, or in this particular banner, which is Swimsuit Hasumi. So you can see right here, right, the free recruitment is going to be listed right here. So this is going to be where you get the 100 free pulls. So you are going to get 10 free pulls every single day. I think the first 4 days you get 10 free pulls. The last 3 days you get 20 free pull. So keep that in mind. So obviously again, 100 free pull is not going to be enough. You can still not get any of these featured students right here, right? If you are trying to, get either one of them, you might have to add your own pulls into it. So let's see if I can get anything right here. I did not. And that's going to be a little bit unfortunate. I was hoping to get Swimsuit Seiya right here. So always take into consideration of that. So we're going to talk a little bit more about which one is going to be better for you if you are new, and of course give you guys a better idea overall of a bunch of the other things, right? But first things first, let me tell you guys of the sponsor of today's video. Now this video is sponsored by Enjoy GM. Now what is Enjoy GM? Enjoy GM is a fast, secure and affordable recharge or top-up service website that you can use to top up any of the games that you play. The games doesn't just apply to Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, but also live streaming applications like Bigo as well, as you can see right here. Now something that I'm personally very curious is how do these websites, for example, provide you a cheaper benefit to top up in the particular game. As you can see right here, if I were to look at Zelda Zone Zero, this is going to be something that's definitely cheaper than what the game offers. Now Enjoy GM has a direct connection with some of these companies, which eliminates some of the Play Store or App Store fee that's needed in some of the top-up system. For those of you who are not aware, basically when you buy a package in Android or iOS, Google and Apple takes a cut from that package. But right here, if you are topping up via Enjoy GM, it's going to be simple, straightforward, and you are also going to get 24/7 support. For some of these games, Zelda Zone Zero for example, you can basically just do it by including your UID in the game. And that's the only thing that it needs. You only need the UID and the server. Alright, there's no password needed, and they even support plenty of different payments including Visa, MasterCard, Apple Pay, Google Pay, etc. Now in case you guys are worried about bans, the company holds full compliance certifications and has operated for years with zero complaints of account bans, so there's that. So some of these you can literally get up to 30% discount, which is going to be huge if you are a whale and you're looking to buy plenty of packages in the game. Big shout out to Enjoy GM for sponsoring today's video. If you guys want to check it out, I'll have the referral link in the description below, and there's also going to be 24/7 support and global payment for this particular website. With that, let's jump into the video. Now, for those of you who are not aware, Twitch is also having a streaming event or like drops event for Blue Archive, and I was part of the streamer that actually streamed this earlier today. So if you guys are not aware of that, make sure you guys tune in to obtain your Twitch drop rewards. That's going to be on Twitch. You can feel free to follow me, twitch.tv@guitarrock69, right? So that's going to be where I'll be streaming Blue Archive for the next couple of days. Hopefully you guys get all the drops. There's going to be 360 pyroxenes as well. So make sure you guys are aware of that, right? So let's focus on the 100 free pulls, where this is going to be, right? Because right now, I think the most important thing is how should you be spending the 100 free pulls, what is the strategy right now. Now if you don't want to, you can also log in on the last day and get all the 100 free pulls and use that to reroll, right? And then that's going to be something that you can also do. But in my opinion right now, if you are going to pick one between Swimsuit Hasumi and Swimsuit Seiya, I will lean towards Swimsuit Seiya. Now if you are looking for meta specifically, Swimsuit Seiya is going to be a better character for most players out there. First up, she's a supporter, alright, supporter in striker slot. That means she's going to be able to help you a ton by supporting your team, and she's going to be cheaper for you to build as well. What she does is she increases an ally's EX skill damage by 74.1%. 25 seconds right here, so you can see that's going to be pretty good, right? For 3 costs, this is going to be something that's really valuable, and Swimsuit Seiya is the only character that can do this on the striker slot. On the special slot, we have another character that can do that, and that's going to be Kisaki. So she's also quite meta. She's a character that can improve EX skill damage by 80%, alright, for 3 costs. So that's going to be what it is, right? So right now, both are going to have their own place in my opinion, right? Because one is going to be on striker slot, one is going to be on the special slot. I would highly recommend getting Swimsuit Seiya because in the future, occasionally, you are going to use her and she's going to be pretty much the staple meta, right? So for her basic skill right here, she does recover healing as HP for one of the ally with the lowest HP, right? That's going to be very useful, especially if you do not bring a healer. Occasionally this can actually help you push through a little bit, right? If you are fighting on like insane and stuff. Very good healing right there. Recovers 103% of healing as HP for the user. Now her enhanced skill improves the healing even more. Alright, sub skill is going to be quite interesting. Increases attack speed by 31% when using EX skills. So this one is going to be whatever. So if you are actually trying to build her, skill priority is just going to be the EX skill. Everything else is like whatever, maybe like basic skill. If you want to improve her healing, you can get this to either level 4 or level 7. But the enhanced skill and the sub skill, you know, you can just do at 4 if you want to, right? But the EX skill is going to be an important one. This is going to be probably the most crucial thing for Swimsuit Seiya. Now what about Swimsuit Hasumi, right? In my opinion, you can get away with not having her, not because she's bad, but because her role is, again, she's pretty much another AoE DPS character for the piercing type, right? So in this particular yellow. So she is going to do 866% of attack as damage to enemies in a fan shape area. The funny thing is, you actually get a free character that can do something similar as well, alright? So that is going to be Nonomi. So everybody gets her for free, and that's going to be a little bit unfortunate because 5 costs as well, you can see, deals 821% damage to enemies in the fan shape area. 5 costs 821%. Really similar, right? They are both like kind of similar in that particular case. I get it that Swimsuit Hasumi is going to be, in this case, limited, but you don't really need so many characters for the same role in basically doing AoE for piercing type, right? So in terms of her basic skill, she does increase crit damage and stacks crit right there. Very good for this particular one. If the battle lasts longer, you are going to get more of these stats, which is going to be a good thing, right? And then for enhanced skill, increase the own attack. The sub skill accumulates watermelon slice. Each watermelon slice increase crit damage by 6.2%. Alright, so this is again very good every time you use EX skill damage. She seems to be a character that can build up her damage with time, alright? So the longer the battle lasts, the better she becomes. However, like I said, there's going to be a lot of other characters that competes with her in that particular same role. So in my opinion, she shouldn't be your priority if you care about meta. Ideally, they are both limited characters. I will still try my best to get them, but the one that's important is going to be what's happening next week. That's going to be the fast banner. Now the 100 free pulls right now, for those of you who are not aware, you're not going to be able to get the rate up bonuses, right? That means the 6% banner. Fast banner is going to be the 6% banner, and that's going to be the one that's happening next week. So next week, that's going to be Swimsuit Mika and Swimsuit Nagisa. Now I did already cover both their skills for Swimsuit Mika and Swimsuit Nagisa in the previous video, but I'm just going to go through one more time in case you guys miss it. I do think that this banner as a whole, the fast banner, is going to be something that you want to pull more if you can, because this is going to be 6% banner. And of course, if you don't have any of the older fast students as well, those are going to be quite good, especially for anyone who is looking to reroll, right? So Swimsuit Mika and Swimsuit Nagisa, if you have to really pick one, I will lean towards Swimsuit Nagisa just because she's a support, alright? So she is going to be a character that gives you something called the ally cost over. That means you are able to go up to negative cost, alright? So you can see right here, when the maximum number of students is deployed and no one is retreated, up to 5 cost can be consumed in excess for the cost currently held. So that means if you have 1 cost, for example, right, and your skill cost 6 costs, you can basically still use the skill and get the -5 later on, right? And then it will slowly regen a -5 in that particular period of time. So it is going to be something that you can, it allows you to open up multiple different strategies to do something like speed run strategy and stuff. Critical damage improve, this is quite insane as well, 78%. So that's going to be quite a lot of crit damage improve, right? She can also decrease enemies' critical damage resistance, alright? And also she can increase critical damage of other allies. So Swimsuit Nagisa is not someone that you want to miss out on. If possible, you want to try to obtain her. She's almost as used as much as Rio. I've been following the JP meta a little bit now, and it seems like in the most recent one, there's more and more Swimsuit Nagisa right now compared to Rio, right? So that's just going to be how it is. Rio is still going to be used along with Kisaki, but it seems like she's slowly getting phased out in most cases, right? But let's talk about Swimsuit Mika, because she is going to be one of the few characters that you can benefit from, you know, getting a new furniture. If you guys are not aware, there's a new battle pass right now, right here, called the Shinon's Battle Pass. Pretty much the main prize in this particular battle pass is going to be this particular luxurious beach bed, which is going to be for your Swimsuit Mika, right? So if you care about that, then go for it. Now she is going to be a DPS character, so Mika is going to be the go-to for single target Sonic type DPS, bar none. Alright, so she is going to be the one to go for. She can do up to 1571% damage, and what makes her extremely broken is going to be her guaranteed crit. So I wouldn't recommend missing out on Swimsuit Mika as well. So in my opinion, the fast banners generally is going to have a better pull value for, especially if you are a newer player, right? It is going to give you much more in return. So keep that in mind, that this is going to be something that you want to consider as well. Now let's briefly talk about everything else, including the packages in this particular game right now. So right now we do have the Battle Pass, alright? How good is this Battle Pass value as a whole? Now I did talk about this earlier in my live stream as well. So let me see if I can bring this up a little bit. So in my opinion, right now, the most valuable thing that you can buy is going to be the 3-star selector. Alright, so if you guys are not aware right now, there's this particular thing where you are allowed to get a selector thing. 3-star selective recruitment. I would highly recommend you guys to buy this if you have $20, right? This is going to cost about $20 to 21 USD. You know, plus minus a couple more depending on the country's conversion, alright? And this is going to be probably, in my opinion, the best thing for you to buy. The reason why is because this is going to be a selector, so you can basically buy this ticket and you can choose one of the 3-star that you do not have, alright? Doesn't matter if it's in striker slot or in special slot. Now, unfortunately, the battle pass, it gives you a little bit of resources, but it only gives you in total, right now, you're getting 600 pyroxenes, you're also getting 20 pools, alright, on level 11, 21, 31, and level 50, and you'll be getting Mika's bed. Now obviously, you also get quite a lot of these things, but in my opinion, most of these resources here, you can basically farm them slowly when you play the game. I don't think this is going to be that valuable. As somebody that's been playing Blue Archive for years now, generally, you get a lot of these things by just playing the game logins every single day, alright? And then you just buy the stuff from the event shop and stuff, right? There's really no need for you to go out of your way to buy any package that gives any of these things. Sure, it's nice to have, right? And it helps you a lot when you're starting out, for sure. But if I have to pick one between the 3-star selector or the battle pass, I will most likely lean towards the 3-star selector. Alright, the battle pass is still good. If you care a lot about getting the furniture for Mika, which is this thing right here, you can watch her sleep every single day in your dormitory. Sure, I can see the appeal for it, right? Some people really like this kind of stuff, but for me personally, cosmetics is not really something that I'm super into. I'm more of a meta player, so I guess it's totally up to you. You guys have to make the decision for yourself, right? For your own account, it is going to be the same price. Now there's going to be 3 more tickets that you can buy afterwards, right? So that's going to be a little bit different. So right now, if you go to the banner, or to the pools rather, right, there's the 3-star guaranteed recruitment. This one is going to be random, alright? You cannot choose a specific character. There's 3-star guaranteed recruitment, but for PC exclusive, you cannot buy this on iOS and Android. Apparently, this is exclusive to Steam client. Very interesting. There's also one more that gives you guaranteed recruitment for limited students. Now in my opinion, this one could be worth looking into. This is going to be a little bit more expensive. As far as I know, it's 32 US dollars. So this one a little bit pricier. However, you are going to be able to get some of the rarer characters, limited characters, if you guys miss out on them. Each of these have 3.8% chance to obtain them. So it is going to be super random. The pool is going to be quite big. But Tracksuit Yuka is there, Makoto is there, Nuya Fuuka is there, Idol Mary is there. So quite a lot of meta characters. Nuya Mutsuki is there as well, right? If you guys missed out on plenty of limited characters in the past, including like Nagisa or whatever, this particular ticket is something that you can actually consider. It's going to be a pretty good option. I will still prioritize in the selector though, right? And of course, monthly pass is still going to be by far the best value thing to buy. But these two is going to be, in my opinion, the priority, right? So hopefully that answers the question. In my opinion, which one should be a priority to actually buy if you are looking to purchase any of this package, right? Just follow them in this particular order. So yeah, with that being said, I think that's pretty much what it is for this particular patch currently. I'll have a couple more videos to cover separate stuff, including the best thing to pick from the selector. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned. You know, follow me on Twitch as well, because I might stream right there so that you guys will be able to get the drops as well, right? Give this video a like if you guys enjoy it. Have a nice day. Goodbye.